Heyo guys, BraverLeonheart here, and we are back on Pokemon Insurgence. It's not really an episode as such, it is just kind of... We are going to be collecting the Delta Pokemon because we've just completed the final part of the game that has been released so far. So I figured I'd go and check out the Delta Pokemon that are available to us right now. So I'm here in Hecate Town. The first Delta Pokemon that we are going to go and encounter, first of all I'm going to check that I've got balls. I was going to try and do this as like a tutorial sort of thing, but realistically I don't actually know what I'm doing. So, oh, I can buy Ultra Balls from here. So, forget 50, get up to 50. So that'll be fun. So the first Delta Pokemon that we are going to encounter is one of the easiest ones to find. Oh! I've done this before. I've done this already. Because it's a little bit of a pain. I've already obtained a couple of them. A couple of Deltas. So, you know all about our Delta Luxio over here. Well, Luxray actually, it is from the Delta Shinx. Steel Poison type. We've also got ourselves Delta Sunkern, who is a Fire Poison type. You get it from a hidden grotto on... I can't remember which route Sunkern was from. It might have been from Route 4, in which case I'll show you exactly where to get Delta Sunkern in a second. It's got Flame Body, and it comes with Growth, Ingrain, Poison Powder, and Ember. We've then got Delta Combi. The great thing about Delta Combi is I've had a look at it, and it is gender locked. You can only get female combis, so we can guarantee that we can get a Delta Vespiquen from this. It is a Steel Fire type, Hardy Nature. You also get it from a hidden grotto, and currently it's got Metal Sound and Ember. And then we've also got Delta Scraggy, who is a Grass type, pure Grass type, also from a hidden grotto. This hidden grotto was, I believe, in the Murky Forest, and then Combis was in Route 9. But I'll show you exactly where those hidden grottos are. But the reason that I got these ahead of time... Oh, it's got awful. It's got 0 attack. Oh dear. But he's got Leer, Grass Knots, Razor Leaf, and Sand Attack. So the reason I got them is because there's a chance that you can... there's a chance that you... Well, it's a random encounter, basically. And to get them, I... soft resetted a lot to get them. Well, not a lot in some cases, but the Delta Scraggy, I was there for a good 10-15 minutes soft resetting for it, which admittedly isn't too long. But we're going to head down south to Route 4 to go and find Delta Relts to start with. And also on Route 4 is where you get one of those 3 Pokemon from hidden grottos. The reason you have to soft reset is because obviously hidden grottos can contain items, they can contain Pokemon, but there's the hidden grotto where you can find Delta Combi, Delta Sunkern. I might as well get the item off from here, a Great Ball will help us. But yeah, so there's a chance of an item and then there's a chance of a Pokemon. And then when you've got the Pokemon, there's I believe a 25% chance that it is Delta Sunkern. So that's why I decided to do that in between episodes. Hidden grottos replenish the Pokemon or the item or whatever 12 hours. However, if you save right outside, you can get... Ooh, Cyndaquil. You can just soft reset and it will change what is in there. Delta Relts is a guaranteed encounter, and you can find it over here, which I didn't bother searching over here. But you got a nice little house here, and you get Delta Relts, who looks great. It is really awesome. Delta Relts is Ice Electric. It's an Ice Electric type. Hang on, have we got a male or a female? We've got a male, so I can actually show Gardevoir and Gallade. Because both of them have got deltas. Oh, come on now. Perhaps should have taught full swag to Efri, shouldn't I? There we go. There we go, there's Delta Relics anyway. The Feeling Pokemon is a Delta species Pokemon, so it has a different type than usual. It has a large amount of mental power. It's Electric Ice type. I'm not going to give nicknames to all these, because we're going to get a lot of encounters in this episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video each time we get a Delta Pokemon and come back when I'm nearby the next one. Partly because I need to figure out exactly how I'm getting to it, because I'd like to at least show you how to get to it without having to dilly around all the time. And partly because I don't want to take up too much of your time and I have to keep running back to the Pika Taxi because I can't find a Pokemon with flying. So yeah, I'm going to cut the video here and I will see you in a second. And we're back, and I've taken the time just to quickly fly to Miara Town. If you remember this area, I'll just show you on the map. So we're here in Miara Town because the Delta Combi is over here on Route 9, and I'll show you quickly how to get to that whilst I'm here. There is another Delta Pokemon in Miara Town as well, but at the moment I do not have a pseudo legendary to trade for it, and I'm gonna have to figure out where I can get a pseudo legendary. So if you head over to this cave, which was guarded by the Snorlax way back when, you can then head up here, round here, and down here. Get to here, surf across here, and there you've got the hidden grotto where you can find Delta Combi. So once again, save outside it and keep soft resetting until you get it. That's the easiest way of doing it, and it really works like that. You don't have to keep waiting at the 12 hours each time. So next up, I will show you where to get the Delta Scraggy. Alright, we're back and we've headed over to Nazca Town. I'll show you on the map exactly where we are. We're here in Nazca Town because the Delta Scraggy can be found in Merc Forest, and it's quite easy to get to from Nazca Town rather than heading in from Hecate Town or Hecate Town or whatever it's called. So if you head through this cave into Merc Forest, so yeah, you got the healing woman there. But what you want to do is you want to try and stay to the south route. I really should have put a repellent. You're going to try and stay to the south route. I think what I'll do is after this episode is done, is I will have an entire separate episode involving the Delta Pokemon as well. So yeah, if you surf across that pond, at least this is the easiest way to get to it now, man. Head up here, and there is your hidden grotto, which will contain your Delta Scraggy. Now that one, it took me a little while to actually get the Delta Scraggy. So yeah, once again, save outside. You can literally save facing it, and all you got to do is keep tapping enter when the game starts, and you'll get in there. It's dead quick to do. So now we're going to be going to ones that I actually haven't caught yet, so I'm going to go and quickly learn where I'm going so that I can find them quickly for you, so we'll see you in a second. Alright, we've just travelled here to Hecate Town from Mercury Forest, because there is a Delta Pokemon also inside the fiery caverns. I've popped a quick repel on, because it's quite deep in the cave. It's a Pokemon that you have to have completed the game for, because you need to be able to use the Tesseract ability that we got after the last battle of this part of the game. So once you do all the events on the Dragon Ruin, you can come in here and get this. So because it's at the end of the game, you don't have to do the puzzles anymore, which is great because I really don't like doing them. But if you head over here, the pulse effect wore off. Yeah, use another one. Get all the way over here. That is where we need to go. So head up on here, and then when you get on here, use the quartz flute. Tesseract ability. And then what that'll do is transport you back in time. And then if we head over here, around here, up here, you'll find a ladder, which you can't access before. Head up the ladder and we will find this little guy. Here is Delta Snowrunt. So I'll just go T-Wave this Snowrunt because it's level 50. So it's actually a decent level. I don't think I can attack it. I've done this once before, and I killed it. Killed it quite easily. So I'm going to try a quick ball. There we go, straight away. We got Delta Snowrunt, who I believe must be a fire type. It's got to be a fire type. Yeah, it's pure fire. Legend says that this Delta species Pokemon helps guard volcanoes and deep caves from intruders. Would you like to give a nickname? No, I'm not going to nickname you. Then that is how you find Delta Snowrunt. Alright guys, returning to Hecate Town, which is the other side of Merc Forest from Hecate Town. Back where we went in to get Delta Scraggy. You've got a little dive spot over here, which is quite easily missed. But yeah, we've got a little tiny dive spot. So let's dive down here, because there is supposedly a Delta Pokemon down here somewhere as well. We're going to head into here. I guess we can resurface here. Yeah, light is filtering down from above. Oh, there's another one of these puzzles. I'm not messing with them. I'm quite interested to see what they do though. But yeah, if we head through here, that is exactly what we're after. Here we go. We've got Delta Ponyard. You got Delta Ponyard here, who looks cool. I like the look of Delta Ponyard. So we're gonna T-Wave it. We're gonna do exactly the same as what we did with the Tailwind. Okay. Exactly the same as what we did with the Delta Snowrunt. There we go. Got Ponyard. Come on then. Come on, game. There we go. The Airblade Pokemon is flying fighting type. It flies through the air and strikes at prey. Because it is a Delta species, it's a different type than usual. It is. I'm not going to give it a nickname. It's going to store in box 1. And that is how you get Delta Ponyard. Okay, we are back in Talon City this time. I'll quickly show you on the map. Quickly show you, we're back in Talon City where a lot of the end of the game stuff took place, just north of Hecate Town. Because there are two Delta Pokemon in Talon City, but one of them can only be obtained at night, so I'm going to have to record that one later, which kind of sucks. But the other one, if you quickly use Dive down here, you get to a mysterious hideaway, which I had no idea what is in this grass. But then, oh, I'm going to have to put repels up. Ooh, there's Marwiles in here. Then you can find this area here, which I can't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's called the Ancient Tower or something. I'm going to quickly put a repel up. And yeah, you will need access to the bike, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Thought you did. Ah. So if I head in here, do I just use Tesseract from here? Is that the deal? Does that work? Platform appeared from the past. There we go. So we've got to dodge these cracks in the floor. whilst heading up here. Does that mean I do need the bike though? It must mean I need the bike. I do need that. I can use the bike. Oh. But that brings you back down to here. This is going to be a tough little puzzle. Because I am not very skilled on the bike, ever. Definitely not with a keypad. Ah! Okay. I'm really not skilled with the bike. Oh. I never have been. On any of the games. Remember in, was it Emerald, the Sky Tower? Ah! I had that then. Well, this is going to be a nice episode for you guys. I may just cut this in a second. And only... Ooh, there we go. Repel's effect wore off. I'd definitely use another repel. I think that was made a lot harder on Emerald though, by the fact that you had to have the map back and you had to take a run up at everything. You don't have to take a run up on this. But it's still hard. Because I'm no good at timing. No good at timing. Yeah, I'm going to cut the video until I actually manage to do this. So I'll see you in a second. It'll probably be about 6 hours in my time, but I'll see you in a second. Alright, I made it. There's 2 floors of that bike puzzle. The second floor is actually not too difficult. I recommend you take the left path when you do that. I'll show you in a second exactly what I mean. But I've made it to the top floor of this. There's a small note on the floor. It reads, I found this tower decades and decades ago. After spending countless hours trying to climb it, I discovered 2 Noivern statues and an egg. The egg hatched into the most wondrous Pokemon I have ever seen. With this Pokemon, I managed to create a single egg. I left it here where I found it for other people to enjoy. So, traveller, I hope you find wonder in this Pokemon as I did years ago. Small egg lies resting in a nest. Take the egg. I will receive the mysterious egg. Now I'll quickly show you the bike puzzle, and then I will show you the hatching of the egg. But yeah, so yeah, all you need to do up here, didn't do it, but I'm going back anyway. If you come to the side, go across there, and then it's quite easy, really. I didn't do it just then, but it only took me a couple of goes on that. But once you get to that little section in the middle, it's just 3 steps down and it's nice and easy. The other way looked really difficult. It looked really difficult, so I wasn't going to enjoy doing that. But yeah, I'll go and quickly hatch that egg, and you'll get to see what I'm guessing is Delta Noibat looks like. And there it is! There's Delta Noibat! I wasn't expecting... I've got 2 eggs in the party at the moment. I wasn't expecting Delta Noibat to actually hatch first. But there you go, there's Delta Noibat. He really does look cool. I am well impressed with that. I can put it in a different ball. I'm going to put it in a dust ball. Delta Noibat looks cool. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. It's grass steel type. We've got a sassy natured one. It's got anticipation. It's got great defensive stats and decent attack. With Leech Seed, Screech, Grass Whistle, and Tackle at the moment. Awesome. So there's Delta Noibat. That's how sorted. On to the next one, I guess. Alright guys, we're back here in the Dragon Ruins once more. I found this... well, I can't believe that I didn't find this before when leaving the Dragon Ruins, but this is on the way to... yeah, you got that water that you have to cross. It's on the way up to the final part of the game. And you found this Tesseract location. When I read on the thing, oh, there's a Tesseract location. There's a Delta Pokemon in. No, There's a Delta Pokemon in the Dragon Ruins. I thought, really? But I've had to redo some of the game again, so you might notice my items, perhaps my levels are a little bit wrong. And that's because of this little guy here. This is Delta Bergmite. I've not quite worked out what type he is. I'm guessing he's rock type. Well, I'm not quite sure whether he's fire rock or something. But Delta Bergmite has roar. So be real careful when trying to catch it. Because, well, you best hope that this first ball, because he likes to use roar. There we go, I got it. But yeah, he roared me out twice. And I didn't save. I didn't save since before the end of the last episode. I know, so unprofessional of me. Oh, it's just a pure rock type. It blocks opponents' attacks with ice that shields its body. It uses cold air to repair any cracks with new ice. But it's a rock type. Feel like they didn't really do much changing to that Pokédex entry. So yeah, that's how you find Delta Bergmite. Alright guys, next up we have got another Delta species Pokemon here in Suntouch City. Now, I'll have you know, if I'd have known about this back when I was actually playing through the game, there is no way that we would have had Evray on the squad. We would have been having this, because if you go into this broadcast tower, remember I got Evray from in here. I was given a mission to go and catch I was going to give a mission to catch an Axew.
Oh, great work on your last mission. This is the same sort of thing. You see, we have reports of one of those very rare Delta species Pokemon over in Reside Desert. We'd like you to check it out. Of course, you can catch it if we want. We just need footage on our TV show about finding wild Pokemon.
The ratings from the last episode are out of the roof. If we want to retain viewers, we have to have an exciting second episode. And guess what? Not only was there a rare Pokemon reported here, but that rare Pokemon is a Delta species. That's right, Delta Pokemon are the rarest of the rare. If we can find it, will be the most popular channel on TV. Again, we've got helicopters everywhere in the area. All you need to do is use your skills as a trainer to find that Delta. If you want to capture it, you can. Just get us some footage. Okay. Maybe like finding the Axew. Seeing some of the sand rustling, but whatever is under the surface never stops moving. You might want to chase it to encounter it. Okay. Oh. That was fast moving. But we just kind of stumbled into it. It's level 30. And it is a ground type. But look at Delta Grimer. It's a Sandman. That is awesome. I really like that. They've just taken the Sandman and just gone, there you go, Grimer suits the Sandman to a T. Which it really does. It was a great Pokemon. And we catch it straight away. Awesome. Grimer's data was added to the Pokédex. It's pure ground type. Seems to be an ordinary Grimer with sand absorbed into its circulation. It can vanish into the sand to escape from predators. Don't want to give it a nickname. That's great. Straight away we have already got the Delta Grimer. Leon, we got that on tape. Come on over here. So I guess we just talk to these guys to get out again. Oh, talk to the cameraman. A Delta Grimer, that was awesome. You were fantastic, Leon. We got the whole thing recorded. Let's head back now. Here's your payment. You get some money for it as well. Apparently that's the only mission that the only two missions that you can get from Suntouch City Broadcast Tower, so that's not too bad. So I think we've got one more left to get, maybe two. Yeah, mystery gift. So yeah, we've got two more, but one of which is going to require me to try and catch a new Pokemon. So off next to Uteria Library. I'll see you there. And we're back, and we're here in Hecate Town. Quick look on the map again. I'll show you where it is. We're here in Hecate Town, and we're heading into the library to get the final Delta Pokemon that is available to capture. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly check that I've got a Super Repel up, because I don't think I do. I don't want to be dealing with all these ghost types wandering around. But if we head over here, and it's in the West Wing apparently, the far West Wing. On the northernmost bookcase, next to... It's book called Top Secret Pokemon Information. Would you like to read it? This information is super top secret. Certain Pokemon have a rare quality to them. Recently discovered this quality can affect the strength of their moves, their defenses, and much more. Oh. It's not there then. For him, the Weeping Bell tolls. Oh, no, I've already read that one. The book is loose. Pulling it causes something to happen. And we can enter in here. Look at this guy. And we get Delta Budyu, who is cute as can be. That's cute. You can't deny that that's cute. I'm gonna Thunder Wave it. This is supposed to be like, it looks like a Tonberry. It kind of looks like a Tonberry from Final Fantasy. And we caught it straight away. Awesome. So that is Budyu. Oh, it's Dark Fairy type. Due to its mutation, it cannot withstand sunlight. It hides itself during the day and stares longingly at the moon during the night. Awesome. Okay. So that is all of the Delta Pokemon that you can catch. There is one more Delta Pokemon left for me to obtain. I'm going to quickly try and get myself a pseudo legendary and see if I can go and get myself that. So I will see you in a little while. Alright guys, I thought I'd include this in the video because it is actually quite difficult to find ourselves a pseudo legend in this game. A lot of places were suggesting like Friend Safari and stuff like that, but I don't think the servers are actually up for Friend Safari anymore. This Larvitar's got Dark Pulse. So, yeah. So we got ourselves a Larvitar, but I'll show you exactly where we got this Larvitar. If it decides to carry on loading. So you need a pseudo legend for trading for this final Delta Pokemon that we are going to be getting now. And yeah, if you go to Route 5, you can head into Samsara Cave. Route 5 can be found quite easily by taking the Pika Taxi to Coral Town. And as soon as you're in Coral Town, just head out at the eastern exit, down at the bottom, wander down here, and the cave is just there. And I think Larvitar actually has like a 30% chance to appear, so it's not even that rare. But I believe that it appears to be the only place in the game you can get a pseudo. So take that as you will. I'm just going to quickly. I might as well do this all in one go because and show you the full thing. And take that egg out. That egg's nothing. So we need to quickly find the Pika Taxi guy again. Pika P. Hello, Pika Taxi guy, where are you? Over here? No. Oh, here we are. You use my server. Oh, got a VIP pass. That's how much I've been using this. So we need to go back to Miara Town because that's where we've got the trade outpost. If I remember rightly, is this the trade outpost? Yes, I think like it is. Is it you? My Haunter, your Vigoroth? No. Nothing to trade. This one. Probably have the rarest Pokemon in the building, a Delta Pokemon. It is a Coughing to be specific. If you want to trade for it, at least something valuable in return, how about a pseudo legendary Pokemon? Or at very least one of their pre-evolutions. Yes. We will trade you this Larvitar. Excellent, here you are then. So we'll quickly trade off this Larvitar. And we will get Delta Coughing. Look at him, he looks great. He looks so happy. I love Coughing. Coughing's so cool. Coughing, he's just named Coughing. He's an electric flying type. Ooh. Serious nature. He's got Cloud 9, eliminating the effects of weather. And he's got Echoed Voice, Mirror Move, Acrobatics, and Thunderbolt. Cool. That is it. I believe that we have got every single Delta Pokemon in the game. I am going to quickly check that, because I believe that we have. I've got to go well back, because I was searching for where you get... There we go. Okay. So, we have got Delta Ponyard, Delta Relts, Delta Sunken, Delta Bergmite, Delta Scyther, Delta Scraggy, Delta Combi, Delta Coughing. We've got one more left to get. We have got one more left to get. I can only do it at night. Delta Lipard requires me to record at night. I'm not recording at night at the moment, so we will be getting that next. And then after that, we've got Delta Snowrunt, Delta Shinx, Delta Noibat, Delta Budgew, Delta Grimer. Yeah, and the others were all Mystery Gift, which is not available anymore. So the only one that we need to get is Delta Lipard, which I will be doing right now. Alright, last stop before we need to, before we've got every Delta Pokemon in this game. We have got Delta Lipard. I've had to wait until night time. Night time starts around about 8 o'clock, I think, in this game. So, yeah, it's currently just gone 8:30. So, there are a series of things that you have to do. Oh, by the way, we're in Talon City. So we're in the last city of the game so far. And it says on the wiki here, Delta Lipard is a Delta Pokemon that appears northeast of the Pokemon Center at night. Now, that's that. But, as it stands, we cannot... Until the player talks to a number of city's inhabitants, it will appear as a shadow and cannot be captured. Refer to the list below to find the characters needed for Delta Lipard to become obtainable. Talk to the old man in the Pokemon Center and answer a no to his question. I believe we've already done this. I believe we've already spoken to this guy. If you want to battle it, talk to people around the town. They may be... If it was first defeated, then perhaps it would be possible, but it has never been defeated. Okay, so we talk to him. Enter the house next to the Cresselia statue and talk to the man that describes it as having the head of a fox. So, Cresselia. This city is haunted. I've heard rumours of terrifying ghosts haunting the streets at night. It is the head of a fox. Talk to the person next to the Pika taxi that describes it's wrapped in smoke and having the torso of a chicken. So, Pika taxi. This guy then. So, a bizarre creature last night with the torso of a chicken. It was wrapped in smoke and it scared the daylights out of me. Talk to the girl in the house to the right of the Pokemon Center who describes it as having limbs like a tiger. To the right of the Pokemon Center. Terrifying beast that wanders through the town. Nobody's seen its full body. I've only seen part of it. Its limbs looks like a tiger's. Interact with the shadow at this point, which will flee immediately. Okay. Okay, that's kind of terrifying. That is kind of terrifying. It's level 45. And he flees immediately. Okay. So we've done that much, right? Talk to the boy that appears next to the gym. Describes it as having the tail of a snake. So next to the gym. Oh, this guy.
Shh, I'm hiding from the monster. The creature with the tail of a snake. Nobody can find it because they don't even know what it looks like.
I know what it looks like. Interact with the shadow again, but the shadow's not there. So do I have to just nip into the Pokemon Center, perhaps? I'm going to heal up anyway. And now we should be able to catch it. There we go. And look how that looks so good. I mean, the tail's a little bit off. just because it's... Yeah, the tail's a bit off, but the rest of it, I think it looks really cool. It's like quite kind of demonic. Admittedly, it being covered in feathers is a little bit different. I'm going to throw an Ultra Ball. Let's see if we can get it first time. There we go. It's got coil. A little bit worrying. Yeah, let's throw a Dust Ball. Dust Ball's better. Nope. Okay, with it using coil, I'm getting to the point where I may be able to attack it. I could probably attack it with something from coughing. Or I could definitely attack it with something from coughing. Do you think you could take a T-Bolt from coughing, couldn't it? It's 10 levels lower. Well, let's keep trying. Oh, there we go. It doesn't matter. The paralysis got a hold of it in the end anyway. Marty gains the experience. It's Ghost Fairy, Delta species Pokemon that uses illusions and trickery to catch its prey. Would you like to give a nickname to Lionheart? Alright, so that is every Delta Pokemon that you can catch. I'm gonna go head into my box and show you. I've separated them all into a different box. So there you go, every Delta Pokemon that you can catch. I'm going to put Delta Lapod down here. Unfortunately, you can't breed Delta Pokemon, so nobody knows what Delta Purloin is supposed to look like. But the rest of these, we're going to have a separate episode at some point, and we're going to evolve all of these to be similar to this, where there's a lot of chopping and changing and cutting and stuff. I'll just show you the actual evolutions. But I've got to say, out of all of them, I really like this Grimer just because it's based on the Sandman. It's got Sap Zipper as well, so it stops its grass type weakness, so it's only weak against water. I feel like ground's only, yeah, it's only weak against water, isn't it? That's not bad. Heliophobia, what is Heliophobia? The new Pokemon heals itself when the new moon is active. Oh, okay. That's got Lightning Rod. What's this got? Unnerve. Got Rough Skin. Levitate on Combi, which is great because you can't be hit by ground type moves. Solid Rock, White Smoke, and Frisk. Very nice. So that is how you get all of the Delta Pokemon that are currently available in Pokemon Insurgence. There were some others that you could get through Mystery Gift, and obviously I can't get the starters, the other two starters, Squirtle and Charmander. But other than that, I got them all. So we're going to evolve them next time you see me, and then we will be back with more Insurgents when the update is put out. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Stay brave, guys.